Hey everybody, so I'm going to give an update today on my status, or whatever you want to call this. I've been working on the wiring, so actually I'm super sweaty. I just got down from the attic. I think I figured out how these runs need to happen, but oh my gosh, it's hot up there. I also was in the crawl space. It's dirty down there. So here's what I got. So going into the crawl space, I have one 12 gauge wire that's going to go underneath and come up somewhere in the middle of the kitchen for an island. That's going to feed into this outlet, which is then going to loop into this outlet, and then we got it going directly into the bottom of the breaker box. So I'm going to have that on one 20 amp circuit, which will include 4 outlets in total. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the middle of this non-existent island. That's going to be that 20 amp circuit. Mainly for, since the one is going to be on the island and then the ones there, just so we don't overload it whenever we have all these kitchen appliances plugged into them. That will just be these two. So actually I'm thinking about this right now. We might need one for over the stove microwave up here. That might tie into this circuit as well. I'll have to figure that out. There's going to be a separate 20 amp circuit for the receptacles. I'll start at the end. Here's this one right here, and it's coming out of the box. It's then going to feed into this one right here, which is going to have, maybe you've seen it in previous videos, an outlet on the end here. And then still a part of that same circuit is going to go into this outlet right here on this end on the left side, so it'll be symmetrical here. And then finally it'll feed into here. And then what I just ran was this home run here to go to the breaker, which goes into the attic, jogs over, and comes straight down. So this will get tied into the box here. While I have this though, before I tie it in, I think I'm gonna see if I can use it to pull a couple more wires through, because that's gonna be this wall right here. So I just showed my first 20 amp quick run. Here's my second 20 amp run. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 outlets on this one as well. They're just in a straight line. And then so next will be 4 switched outlets. So I haven't run all those yet. You can see the start of one here. This will be a 20 amp switched outlet, and it'll also be pigtail in there to go straight to the dishwasher, which will almost be immediately under it. If you've seen previous setups, the sink's going to be here, the dishwasher will be here, so that should go straight through that double plate and then come out in that wall cavity down there. That's going to be part of that 20 amp circuit. And then the switched part will go into the garbage disposal, which will go through that again, jog over, and go under the sink. So that'll be that 20 amp circuit, just the dishwasher and the garbage disposal, and that's going to run through. And this is why I haven't pulled this one through yet. It's going to go up back into the breaker box. That'll be on its own circuit. So we got 3 so far. And then the fourth one is going to be, well, I'm going to have some lights. I'm going to have a light above the sink, and that'll be switched on this side. And then I'll have 2 more switches right here, one for under cabinet lighting and one for over cabinet lighting. That'll be a 14 gauge coming out here. I haven't got either one of those wired. This is just hanging out down there. And this light that's going to go above there isn't wired yet either. So that's kind of it, the in progress version, kind of a longer video, but you can see, oh my gosh, it's just a complete mess right now, but it's coming together. Also, you know, I threw insulation in there, and then I realized, you know what, I'm gonna have to pull it back out to insulate around the boxes. And you know, I used spray foam on this one, and I used too much and it expanded, so now I'm kind of, you know, I watched another YouTuber, and his recommendation was a 1-inch thick foam board that you slide under there, and I'm kind of seeing why he recommended that now. But regardless, I'm making some progress, but you know, it always feels to be going slower than I'd like. Also, in his video as well, this is going to get a slit cut in the back, and then the insulation will get pushed over the wire, so I'm not squishing the insulation there, losing some R values. So everywhere where you see the wire hanging out, this one I've done it, so this one's good, but this one I obviously haven't done it. I'm still kind of in works with a lot of these. So anyways, thanks for watching if you stuck around for this whole 6-minute video. And if I've made a mistake, this is the first time I've done this, so if I made a mistake, or maybe you have a suggestion where you're like, don't do it that way, you're wasting a bunch of time, just let me know. I haven't even showed how I want to wire these. You know, I'm gonna hook it around each one. I'm not gonna backstab it. And then I've done a bunch of research of pigtailing your outlet connections versus wiring through. And I tried a pigtail earlier, and that seems to be the more robust option, but I'm kind of leaning towards wiring through just because it seems to be, in my humble opinion, the lesser option of, you don't have that third wire you're trying to pigtail into every connection, and to me that seems like it'll be more robust for me over time. Also, just as a side note, it seems that every house I've ever messed with, they're always wired through. So I don't know, that might be another debate, but let me know. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.